Shutdown update. Today is October 22nd. Lots of stuff going on today, guys. Very busy day, especially New York City with the debate and all that stuff, and Washington. Crazy. But before we get to it, if you guys like the content, please, please, please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. But let's get to it. Now, we see that it is a well known fact that right now, we're getting closer and closer every day to the subsidies for the ACA, the Affordable Care Act, where millions of people get their insurance from, is going to expire. All right. And I did a video last night. You guys can check it out, showing premiums are going to triple. And we're talking about the example I gave last night was in Florida, red state Florida, in three specific districts, 26, 27, 28, all of them, almost 400%. For average people, average couple of 62 years old, their premiums went from $600, almost 3,000. All right, that's a month. Now, this is the reason why we're having this holdover, this shutdown. All right, the White House, big beautiful bill, cut all of these programs. All right, cut the subsidies. All in all, to make available over $1 trillion to the very, very, very ultra wealthy. So this is where we're at. All right, this has to be renegotiated. So the big beautiful bill have to be renegotiated. These folks don't want to do it. Democrats don't have a choice. All these folks, and guess what they're fighting for? They're fighting for people in red states to get them their benefits. The Democrats have their own problems. We see what's going on in New York City, where I'm from, with the elections. They're all twisted because they're also backed by the donors. And sometimes the lines are blur as to who, what's really going on. I think in the case of some of these Democrats who are holding out, they're scared about their own position based on what's happening in New York City. Because you have someone who said, I'm not taking your money. I don't care about what your donors think. I don't care about all your populace, what you think your donors want, especially doing all kind of crazy stuff in other parts of the world. We're not interested. This is New York City. And we're only concerned about New York City first, right? And that's an issue right now across the Democratic Party. Republican Party is having it too. So there is a generational change. Younger people are coming in, and their ideas are fresh and different. And we saw tonight in that debate what happened with Mamdani and Cuomo and Curtis Lewa. We can see that Cuomo's ideas are stale and old and rehashed nonsense, because he's just here for the donors, who a lot of the same people are supporting or supported the guy in the White House. So it's all rubbish. But again, today is another day of stalemate because of the overriding importance of the Affordable Care Act and how people insurance are at risk right now. Their coverage, millions of folks. And the Republicans are really concerned, the White House is really concerned about their transformation of the White House, making this big, great ballroom that no one could video anymore what the hell's going on. But it looks like it's going to be twice the size. And, listen, I don't know what to think. But you got people who are not getting paid, but you get money going here. You got the DHS secretary who's buying Jetstream to fly around, 200 million, whatever that is. But it's a crazy time we're in. But listen, guys, stay well, stay safe, and God bless.